and got the camera going, she just came in and was like, "Oh, it's showtime now. I guess I better get on the table and get on camera."
There you go. And now she
Yeah, and
is
on that
live.
note, yep. And on that note, we're here.
Here we are, another week of Frenzy Freestyle Sunday.
Yeah, it's a tiring week. To people that live outside my specific region of Canada, we got a big snow, so I was shoveling my driveway. So
Ooh, it's and I mean we're not that far from each other, so it wasn't as major for me as say this time last year.
hmm, yeah, but yeah, so I'm a little subdued. I was doing that, and that's a fair bit of a workout. Mm.
And
Uh,
to anyone else shoveling driveways, don't overstrenu don't overstress yourself because it does lead many people end up having issues because of that while shoveling.
Yeah, it's more strenuous than you think. That's what I've been told, and people will have like heart attacks and stuff because they weren't prepared for how strenuous it was.
Yeah, so I mean, just even if it's like smaller scoops, or just take your time, cause
Yeah.
it's not worth it to hurt yourself over just snow.
Hmm. Yeah. And as I mentioned before we start, uh, I unexpectedly got a pre-order come in for Transmetal 2 Megatron, shown here next to the Kingdom guy, and he is ridiculous because people are like, "Our leader class guy's worth it at that price?" Well, this guy's even bigger than the T Rex one, so I think he's proving his value a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's a really impressive looking figure. Like they've already taken out Optimus, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was doing a photo shoot, and I guess this guy got knocked over. Yeah. This is this is Megatron's final boss form from the last couple episodes of the show.
Nice.
Yeah. Now I'm just waiting for them to make the middle form. It was a transmetal T Rex, so
Oh,
you know
okay.
they could probably get to it eventually.
And, I mean, I guess if eventually, because I'm going to say, is there any word of that mode being made?
No. There's rumors that they're going to do some season two guys, like the Beast Wars version of Silverbolt, but no word about him yet.
Okay.
But I think we're going down to that rate where they do just a couple of Beast Wars figures at a time, and we were really spoiled with how Kingdom did like the whole shebang in one go almost.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So the big question is, of course, which of these two is better? I I'll talk about it when I review him. Not tomorrow, next week.
Okay. Which actually, the following week, I think maybe the last week before before the holidays.
Yeah, we all have responsibilities and an
Yes.
obligation to take it easy.
And Charlie has sent a message from YouTube saying, "Hey guys, not going to make it online tonight. Feeling a little under the weather."
Oh yeah, no problem. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, take care of yourself. I mean, it's same for myself. Last weekend, yeah, but within last weekend, like I caught whatever flu was going around, and a lot of people have been catching that same flu.
Yeah. I mean, I got lucky. I haven't picked anything up. Knock on wood.
Hmm.
Well, actually, that's not true. my I got my ear plugged by an infection. Just gonna talk about our medical stuff on our Transformer stream.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm fine. I just can't hear too good out of this side right now. Got to wait for it to clear up.
All right.
So if I say what, that's why.
So Charlie, hopefully you can join us again next week. I mean, for now, if you're able to join us in the comments section while you're resting up,
Yeah.
Good. Oh dear.
What? Oh, you doing the Steve Austin thing? What?
What?
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, take care of yourselves out there. I had a busy weekend, so I'm not under the weather. I'm tired. There's a difference, but I'll live. I have this big dragon to sustain me. Oh, and my cat, I guess,
Yes.
since she's reminded us of her existence. Yes, hello.
Look, even Megatron's laughing.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. The one thing that I wanted to share about the Dragon Megatron is I had the original back in the day.
Hmm.
Getting this guy sort of unlocked a core memory of mine because I got him out of the Sears catalog, like by mail,
Not wow, nice.
with like birthday money or something.
Hmm.
And I remember opening him up, and Dragon Ball Z was on the TV, and I was getting the dragon to lip sync along because he used to have a spring loaded mouth, so you could like Muppet mouth him.
Ah, okay.
It's just a weird childhood memory having this one unlocked.
But that's a cool memory.
Yeah. Again, by the way, I hope it's coming across on screen, especially compared to this guy, how huge this one is.
Some like they almost look similar in size. But yeah, I guess at a certain angle you could tell that that he's a lot larger than
trying to
the original Beast Wars Megatron there.
trying to line them up. I mean, they are cheating a bit because it's definitely a lot of it's in the wings and the long neck,
Right.
but like that counts for something. Yeah, maybe I'll transform this guy while we talk.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, when I look at that Megatron, he reminds me of was his name Predaking in Beast Hunters?
Yeah, yeah. The Transformers Prime version of Predaking.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit of that. Oh, that's one really interesting thing that you can hear. This guy is full of ratchets.
Ooh, nice.
Like a bunch of his joints are like that. So it really makes the whole thing feel like incredibly tight.
That's cool.
Yeah. And now I'm just like, oh, do I remember how this goes?
Yeah,
Guess I'll find out.
Charlie on YouTube says nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Okay. Split that. Might have bitten off a little more than I can chew, but we'll figure that out as we go.
Cool. So as you were transforming him, I'm slowly setting up the news for the last few days.
Yeah. Probably going to talk about that video game whose name goes in one ear and out the other, even though I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, because I know when you sent me the message, I'm like, I saw the image, but I didn't know what the reference was, so I didn't even know it was a video game.
Record, resparked, something like that. It's something. The game awards happened, like the video game awards, and it's
Oh,
like they're supposed to be about awards, but they're really just like a big showcase for everybody to show off their trailers for whatever they're doing.
oh, for sure.
And so they just kind of dropped that trailer like unexpectedly.
Video game awards. I didn't even know they had that.
Oh yeah, they have for a while. Like I
Okay,
said, it's a very commercial thing. It's not like they're doing the Oscars or anything.
right.
Um, yeah, there was also a document out there that's like a compilation of leaks about the game that people have figured out. Uh, we don't. It's going to be on some consoles and the PC. We don't know which ones, but
Okay.
it's going to be free to play because it's a multiplayer oriented title.
Okay, that should be cool.
Yeah, and it's set on a post apocalyptic future, like we saw in the trailer, where
Okay.
an enemy force called the Legion has taken over Earth, and they're like a new Transformers faction,
Okay.
and you're playing as like you actually do get to be the Transformers. People were wondering based on the trailer because of how human centric it is.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but you're just like help the Transformers and their human allies try to take back the planet.
I mean,
It's like
that's almost
cooperative.
cool. And so actually, Charlie did ask the question: did anyone get the Holiday Prime? But he also mentions the video game that you're speaking of is Transformers Reactive.
Reactivate. Yeah, yeah. That's the one. That's
Sorry,
the one.
Reactivate. That is
Yeah.
correct.
Did anyone get Holiday Prime? No. Apparently he came really fast because they announced him and they put him on like expedited shipping, so everybody already has him because they really wanted him to be out there before Christmas.
I mean, that makes sense.
I'm waiting for them to reuse it as something. I'm not. It's a fun concept, but it's not the kind of novelty that I like spend money on.
How much like did you see him going for?
Oh, I don't know. I think he's like a leader class because he's a Earthrise trailer Voyager robot, so he's probably about the same as a regular leader class.
Okay,
Don't
and what?
don't quote me on that.
Well, what price range is that usually?
uh Depending on where you get it, 75-ish bucks.
Okay.
Yeah, so a bit on the pricey side.
Mm-hmm.
That's Canadian dollars though. Oh, I don't know what Americans paid for it though, because if you're Canadian and you're getting it off Hasbro Pulse, the shipping's murder. So it would have been significantly more than that.
Well, as you asked the question, Calvin on YouTube has given us the answer of $55
Yeah,
American.
American. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting looking figure. I just want to see them reuse it as something else.
Yeah, Charlie also mentions 55.99 in. No, I can't see what the symbols are. Somehow it doesn't translate on my screen. But
Oh,
he
it's just
mentions.
55.99 in the U.S. is what it says.
Ah, okay.
Calvin beat me to it. They're just having like a comment war.
Yep.
I'm just trying to get this guy's head plugged in. It's a bunch of little pegs you got to line up really specifically.
Okay. So I know for tonight's topic, we're going to be speaking about Facebook groups.
Yeah.
And I jumped back on it only because of recent comments that I've seen. All most of them were towards one specific group,
Mm-hmm.
but it did seem intriguing in terms of the gray areas that some groups do fall under. And it's like even questions that I've asked where someone did answer it, and it's like it is a real gray area depending on how on what the rules of the groups are.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I don't really do much Transformers Facebook group, so I'm very interested in what you're talking about.
Okay, well, what groups are you more in tune with?
Uh, not Facebook, honestly. Like
Right.
I'm there, but I just use it to plan events.
Well, like what's well, I guess in terms of the social medias, what ones do you use more?
I'm on Twitter a lot.
Okay.
Um, I'm on. It's not really a social media group, but I'm pretty active on Discord. I'm in a few servers there.
Okay.
Yeah. I have an Instagram page, though. I'm more of a watcher than a participator.
Cool.
Um, yeah, those are like my main things. I mean, I pay attention to Reddit.
Oh, okay, yes, yeah. Reddit is. I haven't jumped in Reddit for Transformers, just for more like more social issues and just regular things. But how is it on Reddit for Transformers?
Yeah, like I'm not. They have a Transformers page. It's just people posting their new figures, occasional text posts, but it's pretty
Okay,
basic. Yeah.
okay,
Again, I'm not. Again, I'm not really on Reddit for the. I watch it, but I'm not there for the Transformers page too much. I'm there
okay,
to read about. Uh, there's a really great subreddit that I read called Hobby Drama, and
okay.
there have been some Transformers posts there. It's just about things that go on in fandoms and interests. It's really interesting.
Actually, yeah, that does sound interesting. What was the name of it?
Hobby Drama.
Hobby drama. Yeah, I think
Hey,
I'll look that one up.
yeah. There's been Transformers posts about. Somebody did one ages ago about when they made the last three classic Seekers botcon only.
Oh,
Uh,
cool.
yeah. There's a very old one about Frenzy is red, Rumble is blue, but I would just go through and like look if there was any Transformers ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh,
No.
Calvin says free shipping for me.
Mm.
Oh, good
And
on him.
yes.
Yeah. And Charlie's on a lot of Facebook groups. He says, I find them pretty friendly compared to some car Facebook groups. Yeah, I would expect so. It's a lot more low impact than spending a lot of money on vehicles.
Yeah, I guess it really does tie in terms of what the hobby is, or the topic, or or even in terms of the class level intelligence, or the people within the group.
Yeah,
Um, More times, it also factors in who the admins are of the group, because the admins really kind of determine where the flow of the group in terms of either, is it a friendly environment, or is everyone just going to start fighting each other over nonsense.
yeah. Oh, by the way, this is the completed Megatron.
Ooh, zoom in on that.
Yeah, it's a big, beefy guy,
Nice.
and way more animation accurate than the original, which is great.
That's
Uh,
cool.
yeah, one thing that's nice is that the dragon head's got like a million joints in it, so it's all really articulated.
Nice. That
Yeah,
is a good feature.
yeah, uh, yeah. It's just like really posable. It's ratchets in the waist,
Ooh, okay.
ratchets in the legs, ratchets in the arm. They're kind of quiet though.
Nice.
Oh, this arm's loud. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good detail. What about in terms of head movement?
Yeah, he's got it like a ponytail, so you got to kind of raise it up. But yeah, he does have the side to side movement.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got like a helmet over his traditional head, and the wings are like individually segmented, so you can splay him out.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got this fire blast effect part that you can stick in there. Or, the instructions show him holding it like a club, and I'm like, how does that work?
Yeah, I think they overlooked the what the actual item is.
Yeah, it's meant to go in here so you can fire blast people. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, like really big, really substantial, really solid. Uh, like not all leaders are worth it, but I think this guy came out real nice.
No, I'm impressed. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
looking at the quality that was put into that.
yeah, and I also like I'm very somebody like me is very spoiled to get an update of this figure from the '90s, like in a mainline Transformers thing.
Right.
Yeah.
What happened to the original one you had?
Oh, I mean, I sold it eventually at a convention.
Okay.
Yeah, which I don't know. I sometimes I regret stuff like that, but yeah, things come and go.
Yeah, it's true, and I mean, especially knowing that at some point there may be a better version of that character or toy.
Yeah, just gonna take a little time to convert this guy too, so I can compare them. First form and final form. Once again, I'm like, do I remember how this goes? It's fairly complicated. And that's the thing. This kingdom one is like really complicated, notoriously so.
Calvin on YouTube says, "Wow."
Yeah, wow, indeed. Yeah, I know. Uh, Bill there likes to show off that he still has an original Transmetal 2 Megatron. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're just slowly getting these guys to trickle out. Titan Changer, Cheetor, and Soundwave. That is 100% stylized movie Cheetor. Yeah. It's one of those big chunky things aimed at kids.
Interesting graphic for the box art.
Yeah, because Cheetor is not a realistic cheetah in the movie.
No, not at all.
They stuck that there. I wonder if they snagged that art from the Kingdom version. And like the figure itself looks like he does in the movie, so yeah. I wonder what the Soundwave looks like. We'd have to go through the link to see. Like yeah,
Right.
big bulky figure for little kids.
Ooh, 11-inch figures. Okay.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
what's the size of the Megatron?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think he's 11 inches. You know what? Let me go get a tape measure. It's right around the corner. All right. Stack them up. Stand them up straight. He is between 8 and 9 inches, not counting his
Wow.
wings. So like 8.5
Okay.
inches. Yeah. So that Cheetor is taller than this guy.
Interesting. And I mean, he like that. You know, and that Megatron already looks big as it is.
Yeah. Yeah. The Titan Changers are like, they do them for Marvel superheroes too. They're just like really big. They have like only a few points of articulation.
Okay.
They're specifically designed to, get big versions of characters that you can give to kids.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Like Power Rangers does them, Marvel superheroes does them, and Transformers does them too.
Okay.
Oh, Star Wars does them also, obviously.
Ah. Okay. Let's see
Like
what
you can
else
get a
we
big
have.
Stormtrooper, a big Mandalorian. Oh yeah, hey. I'm just thinking about how Orlotti missed a chance to get a Prime Skyquake at TFCon, and I'm like, they're making a
Mm-hmm.
new one. Yeah, so Legacy Leader Class Skyquake. It's Prime Universe Skyquake, so it's an update of his Transformers Prime version. Oh, hey,
Hey,
Calvin.
good
What's
evening,
up?
Calvin.
So yeah, see those two big old figures right there?
Hmm.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you already got them.
Nope, but I do want them. But they do have the original ones on eBay. But I was debating to get them or not. But since they're redoing these, that'd be awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah. The original Skyquake is like a notorious GPS sufferer, so everybody wants updates of him that aren't going to break.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Not the Prime one, the Generation One Skyquake from Europe. Oh,
Wait.
there we go. Yeah, because he has a visor that you can put the other Predators in, which were his like faction of jets, but it's made of gold plastic, so it breaks really easily. I think
Mm.
there's a picture of him on the Transformers Wiki article about gold plastic.
Well, what's the history of Skyquake? How far back does he go?
Okay, so he is a European only Generation 1 figure from after the Lionhead ended in the US.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and I'll find a picture of his original. Skyquake. So he didn't have any real fiction or anything because there wasn't any comics or anything being produced at the time.
Okay.
So he was really just like a big European Decepticon. It's only in the modern era that he's gotten stories about him, like on Transformers Prime and stuff.
Right. Yeah, because I only like knew of the name from Transformers Prime, but I didn't realize he goes back further.
Yeah, yeah. The version in Transformers Prime was like a deep cut. Yeah, let me just share the screen here. Oh wait, let me get that thing to go away. There we go. There we are. That's the original.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see because it was at the end of Generation One, going into Generation Two. The colors are just a little bit wacky.
Mm-hmm. But
Um,
it's still a nice looking figure, though.
Right.
yeah, but that gold launcher at the back of him in his jet mode that comes to pieces.
Oh, okay.
You can see the smaller jet mode picture there. One of the other Predator jets is attached to it because it was supposed to be like a feature where they could do that.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so he predates the Prime guy, and the new Legacy figure that they're coming out is like halfway this guy, halfway the Prime guy.
Ooh, I bet it comes out next year.
Yeah, probably. There's a lot of repaints they can do of him. That's what people are already saying. Because Skyquake got repainted into Machine Wars Starscream. I would buy this one because I like Machine Wars. It's this weird little '90s line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then he got repainted into King Atlas in Transformers Universe, which was a version of Die Atlas.
Ooh,
Yeah. So like I'm looking at this figure that they're making and being like, they're gonna do him as any of these guys, as like a Generation Selects maybe or a Buzzworthy Bumblebee.
See, I like that color scheme as well. Like that's a like a Japanimation type color scheme.
It's Die Atlas,
Nice.
who's a Japanese Generation One leader. Yeah, so I'm more interested in the potential repaint, though. Like I'd want to hear Olati's thoughts about whether he thinks he'll get this guy, or rather the new Legacy one that's just coming out.
Hmm.
I think they will give us the prime version of that. That's what I'm suggesting, but I don't think they're gonna do it in that model.
What do you think they're gonna do?
They're gonna give you the same one they gave from Prime, exact same figure, but just probably slight little modifications to it.
Yeah, okay. Though the one that they're putting out is already going to be called Prime Universe Skyquake, as far as we know.
Yeah. Ooh wee. Take my
Yeah.
money.
Let's see what else we have in the news.
Mhm.
Oh,
Almost got this guy solved. Oh yeah, there we go. That this is the rumored one, by the
Ooh.
way. Uh, yeah, that's the trailer that ends with like Bumblebee waking up.
okay.
Yeah, Transformers reactivate. And one of the things that people have already determined from this, from because there's a lot of Cybertronian text on screen, and there's like a real cipher for that because it's like a real, it's like a simple letter substitute.
Okay.
Uh, the thing that people have figured out is that the woman in the center of that image there is Marissa Fairborn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because or at least the Cybertronian text from the eyes we're looking through identifies says that name over her. So
Okay.
yeah, so it seems to involve the EDC and the Autobots teaming up to take the planet back.
Has there been any other references of her since the cartoon?
Yeah, she's been in a lot of the comics. She was in Dreamwave first of all,
Okay.
and then she was in IDW as well.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Same thing, leading the Earth Defense Command and stuff.
Okay.
IDW did canonize the fact that she was Flint's daughter.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, in those stories, because it's post-revolution, so it's the same world as GI Joe. So
Right.
Yo, I told you they exist.
Yep.
yeah, so we just got this guy, I think, more or less complete. Oh yeah, let's look at this first of all. XM Studios
Ooh.
G1 Galvatron statue. Who's he crushing? Oh, it's Unicron. Oh wow,
Ooh.
that's
Ooh,
like it
that's.
looks. That looks like Bumblebee movie Galvatron if he existed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you got the Matrix there and Unicron down here. Oh yeah, a little tiny extra thing of his alternate mode too.
That's funny.
But
Yep.
yeah, I like it when they do stuff like that. Yeah, I'm particularly interested in what's going on with his cannon there because it's like segmented and comes apart.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and he's holding it. Yeah, he's holding the Matrix.
Hmm. Uh, yeah, so it's like a hypothetical movie Galvatron, or new movie Galvatron.
Cool. It's Singapore Comic Con 2022.
Yeah, no, I like that design. That's not too overly complicated.
Mm-hmm.
If Galvatron ever makes it into the movies again, I wouldn't mind if he looked like that specifically.
Yeah, like I like that Galvatron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Over here, I got this Megatron finished, so there's a direct comparison right here.
Here we go.
They're almost the same height. Uh, the Transmetal 2 one is a little bit taller, and again, he's got the gigantic wings, so he's like
Mm-hmm.
way bigger. Yeah. Same character. Some like this guy, I was like, wow, they have budget on him because he's big. Somehow they found the money to make this guy bigger. Again, I hope they put the intermediate form out so I could have all three. But yeah, he's even larger than this guy.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just find it kind of crazy because they got two different prices for that red dragon. Like Amazon got it for like $50 and Hasbro Post got it for 55.
Yeah.
Which
Well, it can be
is
like
weird.
Yeah, it can be like that in Canada too. I have said before, like, people are like, "Oh, you guys still got Toys R Us? Good for you." And I'm like, "Yeah, but Toys R Us costs more than like GameStop and Walmart." So,
Mm-hmm.
like, I try not to shill for anything in particular, but I highly recommend getting an Edge card from GameStop because it knocks a few more dollars off True Transformers. So, oh yeah, Rise of the We have our first Rise of the Beasts Studio Series figures. That's a part the headline doesn't quite mention. Bumblebee
Okay.
and Battletrap, Voyager Battletrap, and Deluxe Bumblebee. So these are like their official unveilings. And something interesting, you know how every Studio Series figure has a number?
Right.
Rise of the Beasts Bumblebees is Studio Series figure number 100.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. They, there he is there. Yeah, he changes into the like off-road Camaro with the extra roll cage on him and stuff that we saw in the trailer next to Cheetor. Yeah, so that is the 100th numbered Studio Series figure.
Okay.
The
And notice how
secret is
they put
there's
more focus on Bumblebee.
yeah. There he is. There's the
There we
alternate
go.
mode. Yeah. Um, there's been more than 100 Studio Series figures. The numbers just do some funky things.
Okay.
Like all the 1986 movie guys are like sub numbers of 86. Like the first one they did was Jazz, and he was 86-01. So there's a whole like
Oh.
subsection of those guys.
Okay.
But yeah, they obviously like finagled things because the very Studio Series figure number 1 was also Bumblebee. So they're trying to bring things full circle. Yeah. Charlie says the bee looks like a core figure. Yeah, he does look pretty simple, but considering how overly complicated a lot of these Studio Series Bumblebees get, I don't mind it. The thing I mind the most, and you can see it in that photo there, is on his right arm. It looks like he has the same sword he had in Bumblebee, but it's like totally unpainted.
wow.
Okay, I
Yeah,
see him.
yeah, like that doesn't look great. Now I have silver Gundam markers. I could fix that, but I'm like, I'd rather they just colored it up themselves.
Oh, don't worry. Somebody getting fired tomorrow.
Or this is like this is like early stock photography. Maybe the final figure actually has that paint. It's happened before.
You know what would be dope?
But
If they just made those into masterpiece versus the regular figures.
yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Like they still do movie masterpieces, and when Bumblebee came out, they did that version of Bumblebee as a masterpiece. Wouldn't be surprised if they do one or two Rise of the Beasts guys just to cross promote it in the
Right.
masterpiece line.
Oh, speaking of coloration, the hot rods, with the new hot rod release with the movie colors compared
Yeah.
to the 86 toy,
Yeah.
I would say the only thing I don't like with the with the newer one, is his exhaust. They're not chrome, like they don't have that chrome finish like the 86 toy does.
Yeah, I said that in my review because I was like, I felt like the chrome really added something, and they're trying to go for like a flat cell shaded look, but I'm like, I think the chrome would have looked better.
Yeah, the chrome looked a lot better.
Yeah, I got him over here. It's like my only knock against him.
Yeah, like that's it.
Yeah, everything else is like flawless. Hey,
Damn.
Pep, look at that. Yeah, I get it. Yes, yes. Yeah, here it is. And I wrote my review up, and I'm still over the moon. Like, I wish those exhaust pipes were chromed, but it's not gonna affect my opinion too much.
Mm-hmm. Actually, let me find the link to that, and I'll throw it in here for anyone who wants to check out the review on that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Pep. Say hello to the internet. Yeah. So, oh, there it is. Yeah, right there in the reviews. And like I say it right off the top. Hot Rod's my favorite. This is laser guided specifically to me. I was always gonna like it because of that. They're like, how would you like a G1 figure that you like in like better colors?
Mm-hmm. You know, how do
like,
you argue
sold.
that?
Yeah.
Sold.
Yeah, and I even like I'm not as big of a Starscream guy, but I got the Starscream one on order anyway, strictly off the strength of this one.
Mm.
I hope they do more of them. Even it's a good idea. Just taking the G1 toolings and just doing them up in like cartoon colors.
Why not?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's my other non-bot review I did this week.
Yep.
I said like right at the top, I'm like last Spider-Man thing, I swear. They did a '90s series, animated series Spider-Man, which is what I came up on. I even put the opening theme there because I'm like, anybody hasn't seen this, watch that.
Yeah,
With the crazy
that was a
electric
really
guitars and
good
stuff.
that was a really good series.
Yeah, and I talk about the Toy Biz line. You know, I had a few of those back in the day. Um, and so Toy Biz would eventually make Marvel Legends, and then Hasbro would pick up Marvel Legends from them. So there's like direct lineage here.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's they're screwing everything up right now.
yeah.
I tried to find that dude, man. It just up here they just scalp everything, dude.
Oh
Wow.
boy.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I pre-ordered mine off of Walmart, and that's how I got it. Yeah,
I
oh,
couldn't
that
even
picture
find
there.
him.
That's That's the Spider-Man I had when I was a kid. I found a picture of it. Because it was a Toy Biz one. And I'm talking about the new line and how it's really random. Like I don't know who this guy is, but they stuck him on a Spider-Man Marvel Legends card.
What?
Yeah,
You don't know who that is?
No, I mean I can see it's Marvel's Hammerhead.
Oh, you don't read comics, huh? You don't read Transformers.
It's true. I don't read a lot of Cape comics. Uh, I have a volume of old Spider-Man stuff. I've been slowly working my way through, like the Stan Lee, Steve Ditko stuff.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
Well,
that's
Calvin,
about it.
what is the history on Hammerhead?
Yeah,
He's
who is
one of the
this guy?
gangster dudes. Like
Oh,
they're like part of Kingpin, but they're really not. Like they're all like rivals and stuff.
okay.
So pretty much like they all like don't like Spider-Man because Spider-Man ruins everything for them.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to rob banks and stuff and do all kind of crazy things because he crashes their day.
I was gonna say I'd see some appeal to that figure because I'm like, so many superheroes fought like old timey gangsters in suits back in the day. So I'm like, if you want a generic one for them to beat up on,
Yep.
he just needs a
Yeah,
Tommy gun.
I just don't have that figure. I just got a whole bunch of like I just picked up the negative zone one today, the negative guy, Mr. Negative, and the 2-pack. So I picked it up. That was a GameStop exclusive.
Yeah. But yeah, eventually I talk about the actual figure. I just got really deep into the history at the start.
Let's see. Any other news? No, actually, I think we've gotten through most of the news.
Yeah,
you
man.
didn't. You
I
didn't.
don't know about them Facebook transformer groups, man. The last one I was on, I posted something. Dude got mad, and I'm like, "Damn, dude." I said, "Damn. Well, if you don't have it, just say you don't have it. You know, just like ask me where you can get it from." And dude got jealous and took and kicked me off the page.
I just want to
Oh,
say the way you phrase that. I posted something. A dude got mad. Is that not just social media, like in a nutshell?
yep.
And like I just said, and that's when I said, "Well, they're not real collectors anyway. They out here just selling stuff behind the scenes and everything else." And like I said, y'all do what y'all do, bro. But at the same time, you ain't trying to show no collection of what you got, and you trying to sell everything. That's kind of Captain the Obvious, just sitting right there in front of that who you are as a person.
Yeah, if I was posting on one of these things, it would be to show off what I have.
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy and these guys down here.
Pep is just so intent. Like
Yeah, yeah.
he's
Oh
been
snap!
in that pose for
The,
like
the,
at
the,
least 2
oh
minutes.
my God, the Bobcat with the tuxedo on.
Yeah, it's her
Oh my
holiday
goodness.
collar.
Oh my
Is she,
goodness. Oh, is she staring to the side? What's going on with that situation? Some over there?
I don't know. What are you looking at?
Yeah,
Obviously, it's obviously she sees ghosts or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh
Usually
boy.
when a cat's
There it
that
is.
intent, like they're focused on something.
Yeah. Yes, hi. Making direct eye contact with the audience.
Oh, look at you, little wise kitty, kitty, kitty.
Hmm.
Falling asleep on the camera.
The show's now about her. That's why she's here. She's the star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So tell me about these Facebook groups.
Well, just before we get to that, I know a few years ago, people would always mention different social medias tied in with like the seven deadly sins.
Oh.
So there's one that I found. It may have been tied with the same one I saw years ago, where they say Tinder is lust, Yelp is gluttony, LinkedIn is greed, Netflix is sloth. Oh, Netflix isn't a social media. Twitter is wrath, Facebook is envy, and Instagram is pride.
That sort of makes sense. I get.
For,
Which ones did you say were greed?
LinkedIn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. I was going to say Amazon, and then I remembered that that's not a social network.
But then they added Netflix in there because I know when I saw the like the description years ago, Netflix wasn't a part of it. Kind of like Netflix isn't a social media.
Yeah, no, YouTube should be sloth because that does have a significant social component to it.
It's true, and just the ability of like just really wasting time if you fully jump into like YouTube and get like caught up into it.
Hmm. Yeah,
No.
but other than that, it holds up to me.
Yes. So to go into the main topic of the Facebook groups, within this week I saw different people complaining about a G1 specific group, which I won't mention the group, but I have made a list of all the groups, which I've promised to have done like I think over a year ago, because a lot of the stuff that we share is through the groups.
Hmm.
But a lot of people were complaining about one group specifically, and one post that stood out was they had posted about an image of Piranacon and said that they weren't allowed to post that because it's not from G1. And everyone in the comments were like, well, but it is from G1. Digging through some of the group rules, I realized that there is that gray area still where some groups will say, well, we only consider G1 within season 1 to 4 of the cartoon, whereas other groups are like, well, anything from 84 up to 92 is G1. So it's just weird where it's like, then people are fighting to post G1 stuff in a G1 group, but the group's counter, fighting, and I'm like, you can't post that here. Then where does I guess the question is, in terms of the group admins, what's their interpretation of cutting off G1 to a certain extent?
It's a strange philosophy because I'm like the cartoon didn't persist to the end of it, but like the Marvel comic and the toy line ran straight to 92. So I don't see why that wouldn't be Generation One.
I don't get it either.
Yeah.
And one question that I've asked in a few times, and I think even people tried to avoid it because they probably thought it was a trolling question, which I've seen some groups accept it and then some don't. Whereas, some company creates, or actually even the movie Hot Rod that you have, in some groups they would consider that not to be allowed as a G1 post, I guess because this toy was just created in the last year or so, and they would only consider the actual 86 toy to be allowed to be posted. So it's that gray area of like, well, here's like masterpieces and 3Ps and all sorts of stuff where they're designed to look exactly as like the 86 cartoon, but they're not allowed to be listed in certain groups. And I'm like, that's one part of the fandom that's always confused me.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so this guy, new original tooling, new colors, not allowed by those standards. But what about this one? Because original colors, original tooling, but this is a commemorative series reissue from 2002. Is that also not allowed in the group?
See, and I think there are certain groups that wouldn't allow it. And I didn't get to read through like every group, like the rules of every group, but there is some that will say, well, will allow the 84 to 92 toys, will allow reissues, will allow any commemorative things. Basically, if it has a mold of the original, will allow it, like whatever year it came out.
Wonder how they'd feel about like characters like the robots in Disguise Commandos or something, where it's a Generation 1 tooling that was repainted later on as like non-Generation 1 characters. Or like God Neptune or someone, where it was the Seacons again, but like
Right.
in the 90s.
Somehow I think like those wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too. It's bizarre, and it's like limiting. What is their rationale for wanting to focus on such a narrow, specific thing?
Because they're picking and choosing.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what is the ideology behind we must be Generation 1 only in this group?
Well, I mean, I would say the only thing I would say in terms of why someone would pick and choose what they allow in the group is, you then end up with like every group basically just being the same thing. Whereas like you start seeing repeats of certain content, repeats of certain images, whereas certain ones that are a bit more specific, you do see things that you don't see in other groups. Whereas I think one group is specifically in terms of people showcasing their collection, and you start to see some like really impressive collections that you don't see in other groups.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, if it's a closed system and you only want to talk about this one specific sliver of a franchise, then it must be really hard to have new things to talk about.
Damn.
Like, even if it's like, oh, we're only talking about Generation 1 third party stuff, I'm like, well, they keep doing that. So, like, there's new content. Or like, generations updates of Generation 1 guys or Masterpiece. Like, at least they're still making things. But if it's like, you're only allowed to talk about Generation 1, years 1 to 4, I'm like, well, it's okay. How many
Right.
times can you pick the show apart and look at the toys,
Hmm.
before it becomes stale?
So actually, I'm going to go through. Okay, I listed all the groups that I have joined. I mean, this is over the duration of a few years. Um,
Shoot.
Mostly over the COVID period, and sometimes when you're in a group, then you'll see like the suggestion of like join this group over here and join that group.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I will say, like the one shout out to all the groups for allowing us to post our content, our reviews, and like jokes and anything on their pages, because then a lot of that has been helped to get circulated to build our page as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like perhaps I should pay a little more attention to the groups if my content is always getting posted there.
And they'll be like, "Oh, this guy again, he's writing good stuff."
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I hope that's what they take away from it.
Well, I've never seen anyone have an issue with your writing, and a lot of people have been either complimented it, added their 2 cents in terms of like their views on the same character. So it's all been positive. Like I've always
Yeah.
seen positive feedback.
Mm-hmm. See, this one, I'm like, I like the header because it's Bumblebee stuff.
So
Those
this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say those are either 3A statues or third-party masterpiece guys. But yeah, go ahead.
So let's see. So this group, for instance, so Transformers toys, all for Transformer toy addicts. Share your toy pics and stories here. Hasbro GoBots, Masterpiece, third party. Hey, it's all good as long as it's a toy that transforms. And we have a very informative and active members and moderators here. If you ever have any questions about Transformers, and why did the page crash for a second? There we go. And oh, my computer's doing stuff. Give me one moment here.
Yeah, no problem.
There we go. So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's a good set of policies. Like, it's all good as long as it's a toy that transforms.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, how do they feel about like 3A action figures
Oh, that would be a good question.
or like Revel Tech or whatever? Like the guy or those Super 7 Ultimates. It's
Right.
a lot of Transformers stuff that doesn't transform.
Let's see. Please read the rules. And group was created by Alex in October 2007. And initially,
Huh.
he was simply posting his Transformers pictures for his brothers to see, not realizing he started a public group.
Oh, that's a great origin.
That is. So, shout out to Transformers Toys, one of the groups that does allow us to post
Mm-hmm.
our content to their page. And let's see, the next one.
Yeah. You're listing these out, and I'm like, I'm gonna join these. Like not as Children of Primus, but as my through my personal account.
Ah,
Yeah. G1 forever. Now, what is their definition?
Oh, snaps.
post anything related to G1 Transformers only.
Anything, eh? Again, like what qualifies here?
I'm going to put that Grimlock up there and see what happens.
Yeah.
No, we can't have that. No, we can't have it. No.
Does Kingdom Rodimus Prime qualify as a G1 thing?
You know that
Yeah, actually.
I'm like, does IDW's modern comics qualify as a G1 thing?
Yeah. If it's G1 related, I don't see why not.
Yeah. So I'm just like, where's that line? I'm curious. How would they feel about, retro pink hot rod?
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to post it up there and find out.
Yeah, you gotta post it, find out, and then see if it either gets deleted or creates an argument.
You know how they go. It's like stirring up the ant pile there with a stick.
Here's a
Watch it get all
complicated
riled
one.
up.
I'd be like, does Windblade qualify as G1?
Nope.
That's
Nope.
Nope.
Like the character was introduced in the IDW comics, which, as we just established, are G1.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was introduced in 2014, but it was in those pages.
But that's a retelling, though, of the story.
Yeah, a retelling of the Generation 1 story.
But they going off the original G1. So you got to look at the difference now, what they're saying. Now, you go ahead and post that figure up there, see what happens.
Yeah.
Alright, so shout out to G1 Forever. So let's so to the next group.
Yeah. So everybody watching is clear. I'm not trying to be a provocateur. I'm just legitimately curious.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just curious. Go ahead and post it.
Demon Swamp. That's the name of my punk band.
Oh, really?
No, I don't have a punk band.
Okay. If you had one.
Whenever I come across something like that, I just say that.
Mm-hmm. It works though.
Hello, St. Louis. We are Demon Swamp.
You know, I could fully envision that. Like it works.
Yeah. So what's the deal with Demon Swamp? Why are they so demonic?
Well, let's see. So, Demon Swamp says, "Welcome all insectahumans and fellow Decepticons. Feel free to post your creative works, talk about anything you want, and just have fun. Fun."
Group by Shrapnel.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah. Now, what kind of thing would they post here? That'd be interesting to me. This makes me think of, it's Professor D comes out saying G1. Is anybody here familiar with Insecticomics?
Insecticomics, no.
It was this. It doesn't. Well, I mean, it's still on the net, but it hasn't been anything new in a while. It's this old web comic by a Transformers fan with the screen name of Wayward. And it was a photo comic with like done with the action figures, and it was just really long running and really well regarded. Like it was just like funny and jokes and stuff, and like it started out with starring the G1 Insecticons and G1 toys, and then it would get updated as like new versions of the figures would come out.
Okay.
Yeah, did a lot of jokes about like fandom and like fan fiction and fan works and stuff.
What was the name of it again?
Insecticomics.
Insecticomics.
Yeah, it's just very old internet lore. I have no idea how it holds up today. Wayward was, I believe, Canadian, and I could tell because there were some like comics where it was like Shrapnel goes to a convention, and I was like, wait a minute, that's the hall that TFCon happens in. I recognize it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Professor D says, FT Insecticons forever.
I think talking about fans toys.
Okay. And I believe we have Mike who's in with just audio this evening.
Well, my mic working?
Your mic is working.
We can hear you.
So we got audio.
Just a voice from above.
Yes.
Where's my picture?
Yeah, that is a good question.
I think it's funnier this way, honestly, if we just hear you, but there isn't even an avatar. It's the voice of God.
Yes.
I am your conscious speaking.
Yeah. Hey, I was saying at the top of the hour. Did you see that they're doing a new sort of Transformers Prime universe Skyquake?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, it's going to be leader class. It's going to be in Legacy. I remember how you were at TFCon and you were like, "Damn, I should have got the Skyquake and I missed my opportunity." Well, they're making a new one.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
That I'm gonna pick up for sure.
See, I
That
told
is
you.
yeah,
hard.
yeah. So yeah, it just got like leaked today. So there's a bunch of images of it out there, so you can probably find it. Like the other Legacy guys, it's not like 100% the Prime design. It's like a little bit more Generation One looking, but it's got the sword, the big gun, all that stuff.
I'm good. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Like I can put them with my Prime collection ish, right? Just kind of have them in the background floating.
yeah. That's the idea.
So we're talking about groups that are what toxic, not toxic, or what?
Just all of them. Uh, Spin has been taking us through the ones that he knows that exist and sort of giving them shout outs, and I've been talking about their blurbs. One of them is like G1 only, and I'm like, well, what qualifies as G1? I'm curious.
That is a good question.
Because I was like,
Would
uh,
Diaclone be a part of that?
ooh, yeah, that's a good one. What about not even old Diaclone? What about Takara's new Diaclone line? Is that G1?
Mm.
They made a new armored convoy, which was the one that became Optimus Prime.
Right.
Is that G1?
That is a
You
good
know,
question.
yeah, and I think again with some groups, there are some groups they wouldn't include that. Where there is one I know we'll come across it at some point. They do mention that diaclones are included.
Hmm. One thing I was asking was I was like, is Windblade G1 because they introduced her in IDW's comics, which are Generation One comics. It's like something to think about.
No, I wouldn't put her as G1.
Hmm.
I know it's based. I know it's G1 based cartoons in the sense of the comic book, right? But she was not around during our time. I'm sorry to say that. When I say our time, Spin and myself time, right? So
Hmm.
That's an interesting way of
we're a
looking at
tad
it.
older than you guys, so just a tad.
So
That
not from the 1980s or an update of something from the 1980s is where you draw the line.
yeah.
Hmm.
Like I'll give you another one. What is it? Chris they Farley had what's it called an episode on Dion.
Yeah, yeah. I just watched that like earlier today.
Where there you go, right? So would Dion be considered G1?
I would consider him G1. Yeah,
So would I, right?
Yeah.
But which toy? Is it the remake of the that little
the wheelie repaint.
yeah exactly, or is it going to be the other one? What is it? Hot Shot mode,
Yeah,
right? So which one would you add that to G1? Like which figure would you add, and would that be a big conversation?
yeah. Well, uh, the wheelie repaint is like retroactively an '80s Dion, and
Hmm.
then the Hot Shot one is like for your generation's shelf, basically.
Wow.
That's how I swear it.
But the funny thing is that when you look at that repaint of Wheelie of Dion, it's not even the Dion figure itself because like the in the cartoon he's a truck, not a car.
Yeah,
Yeah, not even close.
yeah. It's just like it was clearly like an afterthought because the Orion Pax was the star of that set, and they were
Yep.
just like, we have the rights to the wheelie. We have the access to the wheelie tool. Let's just throw them in.
Hmm.
Now you have that character, right? So
Yeah.
what other character that was a G1 figure that wasn't really made into a toy that got re-released now? That's the only one that I can think of.
RC.
Uh, yeah, RC.
Uh, Alpha Trion. Um, what's there? Oh, who's the other one that just came out?
The Paradron medic.
Right, Paradron medics.
So
And
female bots, basically.
yeah,
Technically, Unicron also
Yeah.
didn't have an 80s
actually,
figure.
that is a good question. Where, because the Unicron that I have, I mean, he is a G1 character, but where does he not? Would some groups not allow him to be posted?
Yeah, like particularly like the Armada version, like the first version of that, it wasn't black like that. It was like orange, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And like that came out, and it was clearly like it was part of Transformers Armada, but like it was obviously designed for like G1 guys because they're like, look, it's finally Unicron, regardless of what line we're putting it out in.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
but you see how we're discussing about this, right? So we're
Yeah,
being,
yeah.
we're being pretty realistic about it. We're asking questions. We're not cheering each other down,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
right? So is this a toxic conversation? No,
No.
right?
No, it's not. It's not toxic for us. It becomes toxic when someone doesn't answer the question and basically just wants to fight. Give you like fight and answer, as in just don't post that here. Why are you posting that here? As opposed to just answering the question or putting logic into it.
What? But that's a reflection of our society today, Mike.
Oh, I know.
It's gonna
You
be
know,
like
it-
that. Just sounds like another day on social media. The way you just described it.
Yeah, it's like it's my way or the highway, right?
Exactly.
Without like do what I say or it's not what I do, kind of thing, right? So,
Okay, but then see, that's the question where that's where it falls in to where the admins control the group flow, and let me just hold that thought for a second. Professor D on YouTube is throwing some questions out there. So he says, who wins Insecticons versus a War of the Worlds aliens?
I'm gonna go with. Well, I mean, is he talking about like the ones from the 1800s, or like the Tom Cruise ones, or like the ones from the 50s?
I know neither. I only know the Insecticons, so I can't War of the Worlds are.
I
I
would
know
say,
of the name. I don't know it though.
well, I
Go
would
watch the movie, man.
hold
Go
on.
watch the movie.
So War of the Worlds was like one of the original
Yeah.
science fiction stories from the 1800s about invaders from Mars coming
And
to
who
Earth
voiced
on
it? And who voiced it?
three-legged
Okay.
walkers.
And who
Like,
voiced it?
invented that whole idea.
I know, but
there was a
who voiced it? The radio show that everybody thought it was like for real. That was happening.
Orson Welles.
There you go.
Right,
And
right,
who
okay.
Orson Welles voiced?
Unicron.
So there's a Transformer connection.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was a movie in the 50s and there was a Spielberg one. I'm going to say the Insecticons win that, though, because,
Yep.
yeah.
You know why?
Yeah, spoiler alert for a novel written 2 centuries ago. The Martians die because they didn't think about germs on Earth, and disease kills them all off at the end of the story.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I still say the Insecticons win for that reason there. But also you got Bombshell. All you
Yeah.
have to do is throw a bomb in their head and it just controls them all.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can answer this. Windblade versus IDWRC. Presumably IDW Windblade versus IDWRC. I read those comics. RC would win. IDWRC is nuts. Like in like IDWRC, it turns out is like extremely ancient. It was alive in like Cybertron's prehistory. So she's like literally an ancient warrior who's insanely powerful. So she would win.
Okay, hold
Okay.
on. Wait, I'm going to be devil's advocate. Isn't Windblade the voice of the Titan?
Yeah. So you could be like, well, could RC take down a Titan? I don't know if she could kill a Titan, but I think she'd be smart enough to get inside and get the city speaker.
Well, but the whole point is that if I call upon a whole bunch of Titans to step on RC,
Yeah. I mean, maybe, but like if I was putting money down, which I don't advocate, don't gamble, boys and girls.
I don't want to put it on either too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I would put it on RC, just based on having read all of those comics and knowing those 2 characters.
But one-on-one, if it's just one-on-one, like hand-to-hand combat kind of thing, I'll go with RC.
Oh yeah,
as well.
yeah, RC. The thing about IDW Windblade, she might have the sword and stuff, but she's like actually not a warrior.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Like many Transformers, she can fight, but it's not her specialty, right?
Okay.
So Dios
Professor
asked
D.
a question: Ultra Magnus versus Diaclone Magnus.
Oh, what is their power? Like I said, Ask Vector Prime. Somebody once asked about Optimus versus Diaclone powered convoy, and they said the Diaclone one is stronger, but if it doesn't immediately destroy Optimus, Optimus will win over a longer period of time because he's got more intelligence than a human-driven mech.
Well, okay,
Interesting.
that
Yeah,
was
I
gonna
would
be
say the same for Magnus.
yeah. Okay, that was gonna be my question. So, is a Diaclone is it a mech? Is it run by a little guy?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
Diaclones are
so
mechs.
right. So, but that's my point, right? I just want to make clarification. I would go with um, Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime. But going back to the original question, Ultra Magnus, because all he has to do is shoot at the what's called pilot
Right.
Yeah.
um, cockpit, whatever you want to call it, right? And then you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Volcanicus versus Trypticon. I didn't watch Power of the Primes.
Let me see. In terms of size-wise, that would not be a fair battle. I mean, Triptychon would overshadow Volcanicus because
Step on
Volcanicus
him.
is just a combiner.
Yeah. I'd
Unless,
go with
unless, hold
Trypticon.
on, unless if Grimlock has his brain.
Oh gosh.
If
Man,
Then
Grimlock,
yeah, but
if
then it'd be
Grimlock had
like
his brain, he'd be like, "Let's leave. We can't win."
yeah.
man,
There you
did,
go.
did y'all see Combiner Wars, bro?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Man, y'all, man, you want to do the math on that, bro? That dude was, oh man, that dude was OP, bro.
Volcanicus was insane.
Yes,
Mhm.
You know, and that's why it's like, you know, if in terms of combiners, if we have Volcanicus, then he's in the range of Predaking and Piranacon, and Abominus.
mm-hmm.
Like those power levels are just those are insane combiners.
Right, but they're the height, like they're like the shin of Triptychon.
I
Yeah,
don't
like
know, I don't know,
yes,
bro.
city versus combiner, like that's not a battle.
Bro, they had Transformer that was taking down Titans, bro, in there in the Combiner Wars. Yeah,
Well, I guess Calvin is going the other way. Don't be toxic, Calvin.
it's okay,
Quote
man.
Charlie says it's toxic.
Well, he was referring back to the Facebook group. So the last question from Professor D is Prowl versus Streetwise.
Ah,
I'm giving it to Streetwise because I'm a fan of the Protectobots. But I know Prowl is is a strategist. So it may be like a fair battle between the two of them because Streetwise is wild.
yeah. Well, like
I'm
I
going
want to
with
say,
Prowl.
yeah, as a planner, but like strictly on that sense.
No, I go with Prowl because he's sneaky. I don't trust sneaky people, man, or robots.
I don't believe you at this point.
Because I'm being
Marissa
sneaky too.
Fairborn versus.
Why is my avatar not being shown? I have a really good shockwave face here.
That is a
Oh
good
no,
question.
You should set it so that the light blinks every time you talk. Marissa Fairborn versus Captain Janeway. That's a strange matchup. I mean, Captain Janeway comes from a thing that's got more advanced technology than 2005 Transformers, I think. So I'd give Star Trek the edge in that sense.
I go with
Yeah.
seven. I go with 7 of 9. She got guns.
I'm like, do they both have their whole crews behind them? Because like that's a big difference.
That is a big difference.
She will assimilate everybody. It's futile.
Oh, wait, so going back to the Facebook groups. So
Okay.
so shout out to Transformers Toy Collectors Club.
Yeah.
They're all about Transformers toys, old, new, post, latest Transformers toys to hit the market. So the thought I was holding from before, in terms of the the friendliness or toxicness levels of a group, it really falls into the admins of the group and how they control the group. So kind of like the questions we're answering in terms of what's allowed and not allowed, that's where the admins really kind of get into play. And that's where it's problematic, because if I'm an admin of one group and I say, well, I only consider G1 up until the end of the cartoon, but there's a lot of people that are saying, well, G1 kept going up until the 90s. If I'm fighting with like if I'm arguing and banning people because like I don't believe that G1 went up to 92, it's you know then those people go into other groups and start complaining.
You know how you solve that?
How?
You start your own group.
Yep.
This is the problem with today's society. If you don't like something, right? Change the channel. Get out of that conversation. Leave. Start your own group. Do your own thing. That's it. Right? Like for example, how can Transformer Collector, how can that be toxic at any point? We're talking about our collection.
Well, some groups aren't. I mean, some are and some aren't. Like, and the thing is, I don't recall specifically which ones. It's just only a certain one I saw mentioned a lot in the last week. But there are some groups like I think there's like zero toxic levels in terms of like just what people are posting, the friendly conversations, and the love that everyone shares. But then there are others where it's the certain topics just I mean, it's almost like the Rumble Frenzy topic. Like, you just know that's going to turn into like a battle just for the sake of.
Yeah, but you know what? But here's the thing, Mike. If the admins are doing their job in the sense of, hey, man, we're talking about collections, and some people start coming in there and talk about, I don't know, friggin' Marvel, then you just ban them. Like, there's no question about it, right?
Right, and that's the thing. Whereas like there are some group rules that I've kind of skimmed over, where some will say, we're just talking about this segment of Transformers, so please don't come in and talk about other segments, or don't talk about like GoBots or like anything else that's not related, because then you'll ban it, or or your purpose. But there are some that like it, some that accept it.
They're part of the Transformer universe now.
Not for everyone.
Too bad. And you know what? When I say too bad, now if I go in that group and start changing its rules, then I should be banned, and then I should go start my own group after, and then find like-minded people to talk about this stuff. I don't know why things are so complicated. I'll give you an example, like Cybertron and Cafe. Love their logo, man.
Transformers and bot-related sales posts only.
Right. I love. You know what? I love their logo. I love what they did here, man. That's pretty cool. But if I'm in here talking about collections, right? I'm not here to talk about, hey, I have my collection over here. I want to trade somebody for some of my stuff that I have. Then, kick me off. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I think people make things a little bit more difficult.
Holy moly! It sounds like he's far away or something.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Because I'm in your head. I'm in your head, Calvin. I'm right behind you. You see that shadow? See that shadow behind you? That's me.
All right, Professor D has a question. Actually, hold on. Oh.
Which combiner team would have the best sitcom or reality show, and why?
Mr. Magnus, how's it going?
How are you, gentlemen?
We're good.
We got Bill on?
I mean, I almost feel like the answer would be the Stunticons.
I would say, you see, I would say the what's it called the Dinobots.
I guess if you want to count them as a combiner team.
Well, they are a combiner technically,
Well, as of recently, I mean,
right?
20 years ago, they weren't a combiner.
The key word I use is technically.
Right.
So that'd be a fun show. That is that them and the Stunticons or the Cabaticons. Those two guys. I mean, those two groups, those two fractions, they're neighbors or they're roommates. Yeah, no.
I was just looking at Professor D's comments. Aerial Bot says growing pains and Combaticons full house.
This Swindle with his focus on the guy who's always wheeling and dealing and trading does feel like he was made for that kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dude.
Let me see. Growing pains. That would be yeah. So Michael J. Fox would be Swindle.
Always wheeling and dealing, was he?
Oh, yep.
No,
Always.
Grown Pains was wasn't that what's it called oh shit.
Yeah. With the Seavers.
No.
Oh,
That's Family
right.
Ties you're talking about. Growing Pain was Michael. It's
Right.
his
Like
name
the
is-
70s ones.
No, that's
Or-
from the 80s.
80s. Mm-hmm.
One of the characters' name is Boner.
Right. Savage. Well, that his real name was Savage.
No, not. You're talking about what's called. Can someone just look it up, please?
I'm like, I have no idea. This all
It's from
predates
the 80s,
me.
man. It's Cameron. Cameron is. Oh man, this is gonna bother me now. Fuck. Okay,
Bro.
I have to look this up. Okay, your brain, your conscience is going to leave at the moment to look for this stuff up. Talk amongst yourselves.
My consciousness is my conscience has vanished.
Yeah, it's doing some work.
All right.
No, Growing Pains was Alan Thicke.
Thank you. That's
Yep.
it.
There we go.
I just banged my desk in case people are wondering what's that noise in the background.
I was thinking of Wonder Years for a moment there.
Yeah, so Kirk Cameron, that's it, Kirk Cameron. He was
Right.
he was like the main guy there. That was painful.
Yes.
Like none of this is any bit familiar to me.
Saved by the Bell by the Protectobots. Not even close. No.
Yeah.
No.
There we go.
No. Like which character which Protectobot would we fall into Zack? Like Zack or Screech even.
I feel like you need to take the new generation of 1986 guys and stick them in a high school, and there's your sitcom.
Yeah.
I think that's G2 because G2 is like more the 80s colors, right?
Yeah.
I see. I look at the Cabaticons as Saved by the Bell.
Oh, with their Generation 2 urban camo, paintball, bright purple,
Exactly.
Generation 2 deco.
Yep. See, even Charlie says Alan, from YouTube, Alan Thicke was the deck. That is correct.
Yeah. And Caden on YouTube has asked, do you all like Barricade?
Yeah, I think he's a good addition that the movies brought us. I like his design. I like that the subversiveness of making the villain disguise themselves as a police car. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm
Bill,
okay with it.
question to you. What are your thoughts on Facebook groups?
Me?
Yeah.
I really love my Facebook groups. I'm a member of 4 different ones. The Transformers Liberated is the one that I usually talk about here. That's it's really, really men heavy,
Okay.
so they don't allow a lot of bullshit. They do allow scalpers to come in there just so that we can make fun of them and harass the shit out of them, which is really fun,
That's what I'm talking
which is
about.
really, really fun when somebody gets on there and starts trying to scalp something. And then I'm a member of Transformers G1, which you can get a lot of good information there. Southern Indiana Transformers.
Oh, okay.
That's more of a local group, but it goes up almost to Indianapolis, and it's just all of us helping each other where we find something within a 2-hour run from where we all live.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
You find a shelf full of stuff, and you hit on there and let everybody know where it's at.
Oh, so those are perfect examples of like functional Facebook groups. They have like specific purposes and like good moderation, and I like the idea of like a moderator purposely allowing like bad elements in just so the group can make fun of them. That's kind of a funny way of handling it.
Yep.
Yeah. Chris Labrador he's one of the head admins for Transformers Liberated, and he's the one that also carries the band hammer.
Okay.
But which he has that what we call it the Piss Magnus. It's the yellow Ultra Magnus. And he's got this yellow hammer that he took off of another one that's made out of the same colored yellow plastic as that Ultra Magnus, and that's called the band hammer. And whenever there's a post of Magnus holding that means somebody done fucked up.
Oh, snaps.
Nice.
Oh, so he's using Solus Prime hammer then. But I like that concept. I like the fact that he does that post to somebody know, and those are the good administrators that are actually doing their job because they care, right? And they want to make sure that everybody's on point versus the administrators, that want to push. I don't know. I don't want to say their belief, but their own agenda, I guess. And that's what can make a group suck, right? But
I promise you.
But I'm glad to hear, Bill, that you have those groups that are out there to help you guys, especially the local groups here in Toronto. Like, I don't know of any.
No, I don't know of any either.
Yeah, I just go in the sightings threads on cybertron.ca for that type of thing. A social group sounds like it'd be very much more useful.
Yeah, I use Children of Primus.
Mm-hmm.
I heard there are a bunch of good group of guys.
I heard that too.
Yeah. Professor D says Cybertron Cafe was my favorite for a long time. That's the we already looked at that one. That's the trading one with the cool logo.
Now, Mr. Fear and Courage there has been holding that Megatron. Have you wanted to talk about that?
Oh, I did at the top of the show.
Oh, okay.
I even transformed them.
Is that
my bad. Hold on, is that the legacy one?
Yeah, it's the new one. Yeah, I picked it up during the week. Pre-order for it came in, so I just flipped it back and forth on camera, and I compared it to the Kingdom guy. Somehow they found the budget to make him even bigger than this one was.
So my question to you is this: you probably told everybody already, but how much did that put you back?
A little over $70 Canadian, because I got it from EB and I used GameStop, and I used an Edge card.
Oh, so you got a little bit of a discount.
Yeah.
So my American friends, how much would that go?
This was like after tax and everything too. So.
Okay, Calvin's falling asleep there.
I think he's out.
He's taking his power energon nap. So Bill, how much would that go in your neck of the woods? The Megatron there.
I haven't seen him yet, so I don't know. I'm just doing a search for him real quick. At GameStop here locally, he is $49.99.
Wow.
Yeah. So that sounds like
at Hasbro Pulse, he's $55.99. So evidently, yeah, GameStop has him on sale right now.
Yeah. Well, also, at least here in Canada, GameStop's Transformers do tend to be just a little bit cheaper, even before sales.
You should have seen it last week ago. He was $34.
Oh boy!
With Target.
Wow. Which I'm guessing, that was either sold out quickly or the scalpers jumped on that one.
It's the damn Target employees with the toy
Right.
groups.
Right.
They just target everything.
Target employees, Walmart employees, here recently, especially since Christmas is coming up, we haven't seen crap in any of the stores.
Whoa, same thing. Like we only got the retracts and the wolf dude, and nobody's not buying those at all. Period.
Dang.
We've got shelves of RCs, shelves of skids, shelves of the Junkion,
Wow.
what's trash heap or something like that.
Yeah,
Something
junkie.
junk heap, Jahixus, and nothing else. We haven't even seen the cores, the new cores, ratchet core, or any of those.
Yep.
I've never seen a single one of those in the shelves, and nobody on my pages have either.
Like Crasher and the rest of them, like the Velocitron. We haven't seen those yet.
Yeah, we haven't either.
Actually, I've seen a few of the Velocitrons at just like the random Walmarts that I just jump into, just to see whatever is on the shelf. The problem with retail, and I worked in a warehouse that stocked the retail stores during the holiday season like years ago. Warehouses have already started shipping their Christmas stock from, I believe it was late December till about early November. And in a sense, they just, like, you just got overtime hours just shipping and shipping and shipping to the stores, to the point that the store's storage was completely overpacked. So now that it's like almost mid-December, they already stopped receiving their shipments like a few weeks ago. So in a sense, anything else coming in is not going to be until like say January or February.
That's good to know.
Wow.
But I mean, this is like, I mean, I haven't done a job like that in like 20 something years, so maybe things have changed around, but majority of like the stores were already like overstocked for holiday season stuff.
Yeah, that sounds fairly accurate. I don't see why that would change too much in the interim. Yeah, I've never seen the second series of Velocitron in Canada, so none of those. No Crasher, no Toy Colors, Hot Rod, none of that group. Oh, I saw Galaxy Shuttle though, but
yes, I saw the Galaxy Shuttle just today in a Walmart out in Milton.
What?
Yeah, I something that somebody pointed out that's really funny is specifically the way Galaxy Shuttle looks. If you check out the robot mode, it looks like Jazz scanned a space shuttle as an alternate mode.
Interesting.
Yeah, like that's definitely not intentional. It's just how it winds up looking. Let me just find it.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why we order everything online, man. That's why our shelves are stocked, because we just
He sold out here.
Wow. Yeah,
Scalpers.
there was just one on the shelf that I saw today.
I went out this morning, and as I didn't see anything but skids, RC, Jahexus.
Bulkhead.
Junk. No bulkheads.
Wow, it's bad here.
No bulkheads. Junk heap. There was a whole section of junk heap. There was one Galvatron.
Dang.
Yeah. So look at this picture of Galaxy Shuttle's robot mode and tell me this isn't Jazz if he'd scanned a space shuttle.
Yeah, that looks like Jazz.
He's got the visor, he's got the helmet, he's got the color scheme. It's Space Jazz.
So who is this character though? That's the thing of it is, like I never heard of this dude.
It's because they did Starsaber and Death Source. So this is another character from Transformers Victory. And like as his name implies, he tends to transport the characters around. He's just, another one of the Autobots.
Oh, so it's like a Skylinks 2.5.
Yeah, works with Starsaber. Just one of the Victory guys. So like they obviously made him because they put out HasLab Star Saber. So they're like, hey, if you're getting that, if you're getting Deathsaurus, here's another one of those guys for your victory collection.
There have been a
Interesting.
lot of bad reviews on that Star Saber too.
I heard the quality controls have been like a problem.
Oh yeah, the paint looks like ass.
Yeah.
That's all over Liberator right now. There's already people trying to dump them.
Oh
Wow.
boy. I will say this much. I've said this before. Everybody needs to get Gundam markers because you can fix so many paint problems with them. Obviously, it should come out the box perfect, but like I did see pictures where people were like, "Oh, the red paint's messed up. Oh, the white paint's messed up." I'm like, I got 2 markers here that could fix that if it was me. So yeah, everybody get yourselves Gundam markers. Fix your figures easily. Fix the paint.
You know, when I first saw this figure, I thought it was a shattered glass Astro Train.
Yeah,
That's
Yep.
exactly what I thought it was when I first saw it. When I first saw it leaked out, but then I noticed that he has an actual Autobot symbol.
Okay.
well, back in the day when the Shattered Glass was a BotCon thing, they were always repurposing figures. Like, they would say this release also simultaneously represents the Shattered Glass character. You know, so we say we're going to draw him into the comic. So like, it would be very much in the spirit of those old stories to be like, oh, I bet this is also Shattered Glass Astro Train. He probably looks like this.
Mm-hmm. So jump back into the Facebook groups for a bit.
Yeah.
Transformers G1 Hardcore.
I just want to say that banner has noxious vibes.
It's quite an interesting group if you join it. It's
Oh
Pornhub.
my god.
yeah.
We're for hardcore G1 fans who are not easily offended. It isn't
Mhm.
necessary to hate everything, but it helps pretend you do. And of course, hating Hot Rod and Wheelie helps too. Oh, I sound like I get along great with these guys. Jeez. So if you like memes, non-restricted content, and 0 rules, this is the Transformers page for you. Okay, there's one rule. No whining or being a sissy. Other than that, have fun. Having fun is the only other rule. If you're not having fun or are offended, please don't hesitate to let us know so we can laugh at you. But you said there was no rules. It's like 2 rules. Yeah, well, rules are made to be broken, sweetie. Oh, the vibes on this are atrocious.
It's it's a fun group because it's basically a no holds barred. So just anything that you want to post is in there. But I mean, at least everyone isn't fighting each other. That's the one good thing.
See, you're saying it's a fun group. I'm like, this seems like a containment zone for all the chuds. That's the vibe I get. You know, it's like a quarantine.
Yeah, I'd be afraid to join this group.
Yeah. They talk about not being offended twice.
But it's
They talk
hardcore.
about hating Hot Rod and Wheelie. They're like, no whining, don't be a sissy. I'm like, oh wow, these guys. Okay.
So why do they call it hardcore? Like, as soon as you read the title, you're thinking this is hardcore. So like, you know, you're ready to get into it. It should be like Transformer G1 softcore.
Well, think of it think of it like comedians where you have or actually think of it like hip hop where you've got Fresh Prince where he's the perfect no swearing rapper, and then you've got NWA, and it's like if you go into an NWA concert, you know what to expect, and if you're offended, then you're either not a fan of it or you should have you kind of knew what to expect, as opposed to like Fresh Prince, and like, well, I'm not going to be offended at a Fresh Prince concert.
Then I totally understand what you're saying, but look at the title of the group: Transformer G1 Hardcore. When you hear hardcore, you're talking about like hardcore conversation here.
You would have to see it. It's even more than that. It's more than that.
So change it to Transformer G1. This is the conscious speaking right now, people from Transformer G1 Hardcore. Change your name to Softcore because we don't want to trigger nobody.
It wouldn't work.
Listen to your conscience.
It wouldn't work.
This is your conscience speaking.
Okay. My goodness. My avatar is still not popping up. Why is that?
No
because you don't have a physical form.
Damn.
I'm floating around in the interwebs.
Yeah. Transformers G1 Global Marketplace.
Let me guess. Does this have to do with some global market? Like, does it have to do with stocks?
Well, we offer unlimited posting to
G1
sell your
Marketplace?
Transformers,
Oh, boy.
your action figures, and other. This is strictly a buy and sell group, not an auction group, so no auction posts. Oh, so this is even more dedicated than the Cybertron Cafe is.
Have anybody has okay has so my question to you guys? I know Bill mentioned already the groups that he's been in, but has anybody been in any of the groups that we saw so far, except for Cybertron Cafe?
Well, the ones that I'm listing, those are all the ones that our page is a member of, and we're also giving them shout outs because these are pages that have allowed us to post our reviews, our videos, and
shit, right.
and our stuff on those pages.
So that means I gotta be nice. Okay. Personally, have you so our group is attached to this or associated with it. Fine. Great. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. But has anybody
They said they weren't easily offended, so they
been
can't be offended at me ripping on them a little bit. That's the rules.
This is a bit of a comedian show too, right? So, but has anybody literally been in this group and posted anything besides Spin?
Well, like I said, this is all new to me because I'm not really a Facebook guy, so this is like my walking tour of what's there.
Okay. So this is the first for everybody because I never heard of Transformer G1 Global Marketplace.
And I mean, the thing for me, most of the groups that I joined our group in, basically, like when you're in Facebook and it's like it will give you suggestions to join other groups. So a lot of them, that's how I ended up joining them. Whereas it's like, hey, check out this page. It's similar to what your interests are, and I'm like, sure, why not?
So all right.
I don't know if I can do this.
What are you trying to
We
do?
believe in you.
You can do it.
Well, I have a picture that I just went and downloaded, and I'm trying to present it, I guess.
Okay. Let's see. So you can go to present. Let me stop mine for a second. So I'm going to present. Or do you know how to bring...
First, I got to save it to my computer. Hang on. I can't just take it from my email.
Oh, by the way, shout out to this flame effect that this Megatron comes with. It's 5mm compatible, so I can do stuff being like, Hot Rod has engine trouble.
Too much energy on fuel.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, if I want to be just generically cool, most figures can use it as a flamethrower, so...
Professor D on YouTube says, hardcore sounds best so far. And also says, it's a Rector's favorite group sponsored by Nexus Maximus.
Damn.
All right, yeah.
Don't you love the Latin language? Bill's like really into trying to get this thing presented, whatever image he's trying to find here.
So I've got two pictures that I've just downloaded, and now I don't know where they went.
Is it hardcore?
No, it's that Victory Saber that these people just opened, and the paint's missing.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Is it a Victory Saber?
Yeah.
Yeah, for some odd reason, FedEx is playing games with me right now.
Oh, they're not bringing you yours?
No, they are, but I'm not here, and they keep leaving the freaking tags on the side of the apartment saying you need to sign for it. I'm like, what the hell? So if I sign, can you just drop the package off? I'm not here.
Oh yeah, I've had that problem before.
Yeah, between FedEx and UPS, I've had issues with them and deliveries before too, and just even at times like you're sitting there waiting for them, and then they leave a notice on the door that nobody was home.
Well, I was here, and they never hit the buzzer.
Exactly. They're just being lazy.
They're trying to
Well,
steal
it's-
your Transformers.
Big old flamethrower.
Oh gosh.
That's so toxic.
Jeez, Megatron on a Rampage edition, ain't it?
I know, right?
Yeah. Gonna burn down the entire rainforest because he's a super villain. There we go. I got it to stay up.
There you go.
Oh,
Can you leave the trees alone?
nope. It was the 90s. Every villain was an eco-terrorist of some kind.
So toxic. I'm just looking at Bill right now, and it's like he's like literally on a mission here.
Hack the planet. Hack the planet.
I've got 3 screens, so I'm trying to keep this one open. And then, okay, did it?
Oh,
I think it did.
Transformers addicts! ! To all who love and or collect Transformers, this group is dedicated to everything about Autobots, Decepticons, Maximals, and Predacons, and all other TF legions. Maybe even the Vok? Universal greeting. Grana Weep Nini Bong. Yeah. It's the craziest Transformers group on Facebook. Created in
tell you what,
2005.
somebody send me an email, and I will just send it to one of you all because I am not computer savvy.
Despite
I was
having
trying. It's not gonna work.
You want to message me your email and
Just type it in private chat.
Well, I mean, if I send it to you in Messenger, can you open it from there?
yes.
Okay, I'll just send them to you then.
Oh, by the way, I've talked about this before, but Thu Adams, who's a video reviewer that I really like, did a whole Victory Saber unboxing. Out of all the ones I've seen, that's been my favorite, just because he's funny and energetic and charming. So
Was his paint okay on his?
oh yeah, his came out fine.
Okay.
Okay, I got 2 of the images so far.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
I couldn't find the rest of the posts because there's like 1,400 posts on Children of Primus on Transformers Liberated every day. So I'd have to scroll for hours.
Okay, so let me save them and bring them up.
I don't know. I like that Children of Primus one that you mentioned.
Yeah, sounds
Well,
cool.
yeah, I'm a fan of them too.
Hey, we're getting up there in fans. Never mind. How many we got so far? Let's see.
Billions.
The most fans.
Calvin's just chilling, eh? He's chilling like a villain there, man.
That's right.
Just don't say
Hold on,
only
man.
fans.
OnlyFans? Oh, y'all aren't allowed to have that address.
Oh yeah.
You can blow that up. Look at the
Wow.
the color on his chest is already all etched out, and the
Ooh,
other one's
yeah.
worse.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's because they shipped them with those plastic ties, and those can scratch in the packaging.
Go up a bit.
What
It's
happened
funny.
to the good old styrofoam packaging?
I think it's like super environmentally unfriendly.
Oh yeah, and just really messy to deal with.
Still,
It's funny because he has a sad face.
because he missed the styrofoam packaging. That's why.
Let's go.
It's
with
like the
another-
McDonald's.
red
Remember
one, the red
McDonald's?
one's even worse. The red one with the gold is even worse. The other picture I sent.
Let's see. Oh wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Where's the problem zone? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oof. Yeah. Oh, that's real bad.
I'd be super pissed if I got that.
Oh, yeah.
email.
But the other picture that I saw, this same piece right here. You see the yellow right down there at the torso?
Yeah.
It was spread out like halfway over to the left thigh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Like this whole section was yellow on another one that I saw.
Yeah.
But look
That's
on
one of
the what do you call those, reptiles or whatever you want to call them? You see how they have the yellow what's called stain on it too?
Yeah. What was that sound?
That's Calvin. He's like, man, that's why Calvin and I were smart. That's why we keep our things in the box so we don't have to see things like that.
Oh, trust me. I look at it.
Nah, it's in the box. I didn't see it.
Anything like this, if I got to pay over 300 or 400 bucks, oh, trust me, it get inspected.
Oh yeah. Like here's it's one of those things where like there's always going to be a certain amount of QC issues, but usually it's not in expensive made to order things, you know? It's like you pull a Galaxy shuttle out of the Walmart box, you're like, oh, this one's messed up. I'll just return it. That's a little
Right.
bit more difficult with this guy.
Yeah, that's like
Right.
dollar store mess up stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only upshot I'll say is I don't know if it's true with these guys, but with Unicron, I know there are plenty of reports of if people had missing or damaged things, they were pretty good about sending people replacements. So like, I know they keep enough extra stuff on reserve for just such an occasion. So I like to think these guys, presuming it didn't get it secondhand or something, can just contact their customer service, get them sent something. No, with Unicron, they would send them a lot of parts instead of the full figure because it would always be like, "Oh, the wings are broken, or we're missing this bit," and they'd be like, "Send them those in the mail."
Oh, maybe I need to send them a thing and say, "Hey, my wings are broken." Maybe they'll send me another set of wings.
Yeah.
So Professor D
You
says,
can. He's sitting up there right behind me.
You know what you do?
But you can take the shells off of his legs
right.
and the backpack off and actually make the planet.
Yeah.
And if you want to take his wings off, you can make to where you have a planet and Unicron out of the same toy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But either Unicron won't have wings or the planet won't have rings.
Yeah. So you want one or the other as a replacement set of wings.
Right. They've got a file that you can 3D print just the wings for Unicron, but man, they look like ass. They're real chunky. A buddy of mine tried to make them for me, and he's like, "Bill, you're not going to be happy with these. You're not going to put that on that thing."
Imagine you can request missing parts for your G1.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, that's the dream to be able to just 3D print replacement bits.
well, I saw one post. Basically, they were 3D printing original Optimus Prime, the G1 Optimus Prime in all different colors, and the quality looked extremely close, but you could still tell it was like a 3D printed Optimus.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet. We're getting there, but we're not quite there.
Well,
Yo.
here's an idea, or here's a business idea. If anybody has a 3D printer, start printing up like G1 parts and sell them on the market. Like for example, sorry.
There are 4 or 5 people on Transformers Liberated that do that.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
okay.
Because like for example, if you're missing,
It's already a thing. One guy's already got like the Jazz hood that always broke on everybody,
right?
Yes.
the Dotson hoods, the connecting piece for Hook.
Oh, okay.
Because his leg always broke because you had to slide it over before you flipped it, and everybody just snapped it off.
Yep.
And yeah, he's been doing a bunch of those things. I bought a bunch of the blaster effects.
Oh yeah. People have been selling those separately.
Yeah. See, for me, like I got to find new hands for my Optimus Prime G1. Like I lost his hands, right? I don't know where they are. And at the convention, there's that guy that sells loose parts, but he was asking like what, like $30 a hand?
A hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows he knows he knows he's in that sweet spot where it's like you're coming to him for a specific item, either because you can't find it anywhere else or you're trying to complete something to resell it.
Yeah,
So-
it's just how business goes.
Yep.
Oh, I get that, right? But if you're the guy that, like what Bill's mentioning, that he's doing like 3D printing for missing pieces, and he's being reasonable,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that guy can
nice!
make
Look
a
at those
killing.
blast effects.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's the
Ooh,
good
hold
stuff.
on, let me. There
I
we
thought you were
go.
holding up Ninja Turtle scythes for a second.
Cowabunga.
Yeah.
They're all correctly ported.
Oh, nice.
And you got
I bought
those?
I bought a pair. I bought a pair of each size that he made in all 12 colors that he makes.
Oh,
And
very
what's
nice.
his
So
pricing?
I got
Is he reasonable?
for it wasn't bad. It come out to like $1.10 a piece. But I've got over 200 of these, so it was like $230.
Yeah, like 200 pieces for $230. That's not bad.
No,
No,
that's
that's what I'm saying.
amazing.
It was just over a buck a piece.
Right. Where I
And
was saying the Optimus Prime hands were like $30 each.
right. As in those were the blast effects, and these are the blaster effects.
Okay, we need to promote this person.
Hmm. Oh yeah, it's those long ones.
Nice.
These look like the
Yeah, but they're
official.
not flare. These go on the end of the guns,
Yeah,
That's pretty neat.
whereas those go on the rockets.
yeah, and they're like solid as opposed to gummy.
Yeah, they're solid. They're not go. Yeah, this thing right here, you could kill somebody with. Yeah, these are very sharp.
It's a little shank.
It's like a little shank. Yeah, yeah. You don't want your kids playing with them. Somebody gonna lose an eye.
Yeah,
Wow.
no kidding.
That definitely reminds me of the 80s.
So, Professor D has a question: Six Shot versus Mega Man.
Ooh, beginning of the game Mega Man or end of the game Mega Man? If we're talking fully kitted out Mega Man, I'd say Mega Man would win. But if he just got his Buster gun and that's it, Six Shot would take it. By the end of a Mega Man game, he can just shoot a bazillion different wild things.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Touch him and take his abilities.
Hmm.
Yep.
But yeah,
So
I'm
is it?
going with end of game Mega Man as the winner.
Oh, that's
By Mega Man X.
Ooh,
Ooh.
nice.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that's a good use of those effects.
Yep.
Oh, I have those guys.
where
But do
in
you
a
have
box?
those effects?
I got those too.
Not those ones.
It's okay. It's all right. Calm down.
Those are the shank effect.
Right, right. Yeah, these things here, like I said, this thing falls off the shelf, it kills somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to say I gotta wear like a hard hat when I'm walking around that room
You damn Skippy.
Right.
and goggles?
Fatality.
No, but that looks nice. I like the even with the church attack with the scuffs and everything on it.
Oh.
I like how this title is Transformers Generation 1 G1. The
Mm-hmm.
first generation of Generation 1.
It kind of repeats itself, doesn't it?
Transformers Generation 1.
This is from
Oh,
84 to 91.
yeah, okay, there you go. They think it's that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't agree. I'm banned.
Yes, you do.
I'm banned now.
You do agree. You say you do. It's okay.
I'm banned. Fuck's sake.
Okay, let's find another one.
I'm terrible, man. And these are the people that were were on these group pages. Who were supposed to be like all positive and promoting them.
Yeah, you're the one that's getting banned off of these pages.
Yep, that's what it
Transformers
sounds like.
Yeah.
G1
Okay, you know what?
masterpiece
I like this one.
collectors.
Hold on, go back up. Go back up. I like the images on these ones.
Yeah, that's a good image.
Yeah. They look all
Bumblebee's
happy
like,
for some reason.
Well, except for Sunstreaker.
Yeah. No,
They all
Sunstreaker.
happy.
No. Sunstreaker is like, how you doing?
You damn skippies.
Prowl's the one is like, what are you doing
Yeah, I'm here for business.
here? Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, you know what I just realized? Now I'm gonna kind of change subjects here. So, why is Mirage using Hound's abilities and Beast Wars Rising?
Because
Well-
Mirage has always had those abilities.
Yeah.
No,
You see-
Mirage was just invisible.
You see what I got to go through?
Uh-oh. That's just
Look
how.
at- This is like the third one I got already, but it's not final attempt. So I left one downstairs and said, hit the button or you can call my number. And I'm right upstairs. Now, they came by here this morning. Didn't hit the buzzer or anything.
Wait, hold on. Stop for 1 second. Put on Murder Prime colors. There you go. Now go ahead, Calvin. Murder.
FedEx will be destroyed tomorrow. Yep. You know what I just did? I just set a huge trap. And I left the tape on and said, look, if you can't call this phone number or hit that buzzer, now I get to get you fired. Yeah.
You're gonna get the death stare.
Because I know the owner of FedEx that's here in Minnesota. See what I mean? Too many damn connections.
Mhm.
So this is being irresponsible and unprofessional. So I get to do my job and say, your ass is fired.
And you've been murdered. Prime.
Murder Prime moment.
So there's a bunch of rules here, but they're all pretty much just saying yes instead of no.
Mhm.
You can post KOs, you can post your pictures, post third party, welcome to do live streams, you can post news, you can post them, no bullying, no posting masterpieces from the live action movies, or you will be removed from the group page.
Oh,
Blocked
they're
from the
like
group page.
Babers.
Jesus.
Finally.
But it's Masterpiece.
Yeah, all of
No,
a sudden they go
Babers.
nuts.
So, hold on. We can live stream in their group. Are we live streaming in the group, Spin?
This is new to me.
All right. So we're gonna start live streaming and watch we get banned. Yeah. No.
They need to proofread their manifesto here. Number 12: no posting Transformers Beast Wars toys or Beast Wars masterpieces, or your post will be removed and black from this group page.
Wow.
Oh, that's a racist shit.
What do they have against Beast Wars?
Bunch of racist pricks.
Anthony, aren't you like offended by this?
Yeah, Beast Wars is. I would argue Beast Wars is a part of Generation 1 because it's a sequel.
Right.
That's my crank
and-
opinion.
Yeah.
And Liberated Beast Wars is considered G1.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey!
Now, Transformers G1, another group that I'm with, they do not. They do not recognize them. Now, you can post things from Bayverse, but they have to be something that looks like something from G1. Like, you can't post Bumblebee Bayverse
Nope.
because in G1, Bumblebee was a Volkswagen.
Yep.
But you can post pictures of him from the Bumblebee movie because in that one, he was a Volkswagen.
Otherwise,
See, and that's
hold on,
one of
wait a
those.
minute, wait a
That
minute.
that's a gray area right there, and that's whereas like even myself, I would like get into a debate with someone. 'Cause I'm like, well, personally, it's like, you know, I like Beast Wars, but it's like, but I understand where it's like Beast Wars was after my time in a sense, so technically I wouldn't include them. But then how am I including Bayverse? And I'm like, Beast Wars came out 20 years before Bayverse, so it's you know, how is one allowed and not the other?
Finn, be careful because you will be removed and
Exactly.
blocked from
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm just letting you know. This is your conscience speaking.
Just remember, you'll be black from this page.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what it says.
Bet you D right now is like going nuts. 13. What does it say here? I can't see.
You can post G1 images or videos or your DVD box set. You can post your DVDs. It's a lot of words for saying that. And you can sell your Transformers G1 vintage toys and your UR Transformers G1 reissues toys as well.
Proofread, people. Proofread. This
Yeah,
is your
I'm like-
manifesto. Come
Oh
on.
dear.
Capitalize your sentences. Get your punctuation figured out.
Don't start sentences with "and."
Double
Posting
standard.
political stuff. You're welcome to post Studio Sells Unicron and no HasLab Unicron because he is a big chug toy. What the heck?
Oh.
Wow.
They're not allowed to post HasLab Unicron.
Oh dear.
He is
Bill,
a
I think you
big
should post your
chug
HasLab
toy.
Unicron in there.
No shit.
Why would they not?
Because they're jealous that they didn't get one. They didn't
Yeah,
get
obviously.
in on. Yeah,
Yep.
they didn't get in at the beginning and realized that this thing was going to be great and went, oh, well, we're just going to say nobody can bring their shit on here.
Wow.
I am head admin of the group page, Joe Kaczynski.
Mm-hmm.
Admin 2, Tung Hanan. Admin 3, Adrian Ortega. Admin 4, John Quinn. See less.
It's okay. We like these guys.
They just need someone to proofread their page, their page
a little
rules.
bit.
Let's see. Let's
They're good people.
Was there an age on how long that's been up?
Oh, you know what?
Can you tell how old the group is?
Yes.
Sometimes they say.
Sometimes they do say. Actually, not too old. 2019, and they just changed the name just actually a couple months ago.
So we'll blame COVID on this one. We'll do that.
Actually, it's still.
Have you already brought up Transformers Liberated? Can you find that one?
Let me look it up.
Are we part of that group as well?
Lottie, you remember Transformers Liberated?
Let's see.
No, like I remember you telling me about this a while ago, but I haven't
I
joined on it.
I can't join it as a page, so I don't recall if I've joined it as a personally, but I do have it up here. Because some pages don't allow other pages to join, so you can only join as a personal profile.
There you go.
9.3 thousand members.
Holy crow, man. That's like an army.
Oof.
I love that opening sentence right there. Welcome to Transformers Liberated. Liberated means being freed. In this case, freed from the craziness and poor moderation that many other Transformers buy-sell trade groups have.
Yeah, I was going to say, the fact that they advertise their moderation right up top is admirable.
Mm.
Well, don't tread on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And I mean, it's good because there was one. I believe Legion might have been in their name, and I think there were like two groups of the exact same name, and I think at one point they were battling each other. This was at least 3 or 4 years ago, but one of the groups basically just fell apart because the admins started fighting with like all the members of the group, but then it got to the point that the admins were also publicly arguing with other admins, and like they were starting to block each other to the point where it was one admin left, and he was like, just whatever he posted, no one liked it, and it was just him, this person by themselves, just basically posting pics for themselves. Like everyone left the group.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's bad.
it was pretty sad. But I mean, like when admins start like banning and arguing with other admins, I'm like, that was the most toxic group I've ever seen in my life. Like I left like years ago.
When you gotta ban everybody in order to please your own self, you got issues. It's like I'm taking my ball and I'm leaving, so you guys can't play anymore.
Yep. Yep.
Your
I mean,
conscience is saying not to do that anymore.
No, one of my favorite things though is when Chris, the head guy, the guy that's the leader of the bandhammer, or the controller of the bandhammer, whenever he warns somebody, hey, you're doing this wrong. You need to contact this guy that you're in a deal with right now. He's been trying to contact you and he's contacted us. So you have 24 hours to contact him or let us know what's going on. So we know shit happens sometimes. Let us know what's going on. But if it's full of bullshit, then he starts getting into it. And they're like, well, I'll just leave this group. And Chris's answer to that is there is no need to announce your departure. You know where the door is. You found it on your way in. You can find it on your way out.
yep.
Yep.
And I totally agree with that attitude, and that's the way it should be.
So, Professor D had a question. How many members does this MP group have? And I think he's referring to when I was showing the Transformers G1 Masterpiece collectors. They have 18.7K members.
That's a lot, man.
And Primetime on YouTube said, "What's up? Found Point Blank today."
Oh, cool.
Where,
Season 4
yeah.
one.
Where did you find Point Blank?
Target.
I'm drawing blanks with point blanks.
Target Master. Or Autobot Target Master.
Yeah, I seen them too, and I passed them up. But Amazon's gonna have them on sale.
Is
So
it the exact right energy of this is a C-lister who's somebody's favorite somewhere, and I'm happy for that person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So me and Hubcap, somebody out there is the world's biggest Point Blank fan, and they just got this figure delivered to them like this on a silver platter.
Damn Skippy.
You know, the handful of characters that exist that just didn't get that love when they came out back in the G1 days, but they're being re-released now.
I seen them on the shelf. I just didn't even bother because I was just like, okay, I'm looking for the main the main Megatron. Yep.
I'm actually looking at Transformer Legacy, the what's it called, Skyquake. I'm looking at the image right now.
The new one?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. It's the best of both worlds.
So what? That's gonna be a Voyager or leader class.
Leader class, apparently.
Ooh, sweet.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
big guy.
I like this one. You know what? It has, you know, the prime look and feel to it, but it's a little bit different from his brother. I know, I understand they're supposed to be twins and they're gonna look exactly alike, right? 'Cause, and twins, but I like this one. At least it gives a little bit of separation,
Mm-hmm.
so you
This
don't feel like you're buying
Transformers.
this. So I was just gonna say, so you don't feel like you're buying the same toy over again with just different colors.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if when Dreadwing comes out, he does come out a little bit different on purpose. And I'm
Mhm.
presuming they're going to do him as Dreadwing because why wouldn't they?
Yeah, it is nice. I think I'm gonna have to pick this guy up too.
Yeah, it is worth missing out on that Skyquake at TFCon.
Thanks.
I'm about to check. I'm about to check eBay again tonight and see if they have the original one on the site.
I don't trust eBay, man. I've got burnt so many times on eBay. I just don't buy anything anymore on there.
Yeah, eBay switched up their rules some years ago, and it basically just became nonsense for buyers and sellers. Like they in a sense they just stopped caring and allowed a lot of nonsense to go through them.
Like,
Yeah, I know. It's like one figure costs damn near $400 or $500. That's kind of weird too, and $10,000.
like, okay, like Bill, Calvin, do you guys have good experience with eBay?
Yes, I do.
See? What about you,
I
Bill?
have, I have had one bad experience. I pre-bought uh, one of my uh, Omega Supremes,
Mm-hmm.
and when it was released, I contacted the seller and I was like, "Hey, are we getting this back? Or is this going to be sent anytime soon?" And he bit my damn head off in an email.
Oh,
And I was like, "Hey, just refund me my money. I understand you're having sure. Well, we've already spent your money." And so I got eBay involved. And then when eBay contacted them, because it had already been over the 60 days,
Mm-hmm.
when eBay contacted them, they had changed their email. And so I was told that there was 7 of us that got burnt by this one guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Luckily,
don't.
my other 2 came in.
What the fuck?
See, it's funny. I always hear like it's like 50-50. Like I hear a few of my buddies that they swear by it.
This is the only time that I've ever been done, and I will never pre-buy anything on there again because when you think about it, when you're pre-buying it, you get past that 60-day insurance.
Oof.
So if they want to screw you, they can, and all they got to do is open up another email.
Amazing. And then on the other hand, I'm always hearing people getting screwed. So it's like, okay, I guess I'm not going to use eBay because I got screwed quite a few times already on that. Like I bought a laptop one time. Like my first purchase on eBay, I bought a laptop, and I kid you not, the guy sent me a picture. Like he sent me the box with a picture of the laptop in it.
oh,
Oh hell no.
ooh.
Jesus, it sounds like a punchline of a joke.
Basically,
Wow.
I'd rather get bricks instead of a picture. At least I could use some. At least I could use the bricks or something, right? And
So
then
did you get your money back?
no.
Oh,
And then what's it called? And then I ordered some other stuff as well too, like car parts. And again, nothing. Or like what's it called? It was like just it was junk basically that I got, right? I was like, never again. Because when you go on eBay, you see all these incredible prices that you're like, okay, you know what? I'm bidding on this, and you win, and you're like, oh wow, cool. Or you can buy it now, kind of thing, right? And you're thinking you're getting a good price, but at the end, it's like, are you getting a good product? And that's what scares me.
yeah. It's like you really have to research like the seller and all sorts of stuff. But it's I mean, really, Amazon and AliExpress has just taken over what eBay was able to do years ago. Because I mean, at one point, everything was fine on eBay. Like, you order 10 things, you get 10 things. There were no issues. It is just when they slowly started that transition, that's at a time when it's like, it just things didn't really seem trusting, or more people were having issues with eBay. Then Amazon comes along and be like, this is just like a seamless, no issues. But I mean, those same sellers that were scamming people on eBay, they're probably on Amazon too. It's just,
No,
you have a, you just have a better way to figure out who's scamming and who isn't on Amazon.
the little Lego man in one of these Transformers cases over here, because that was my $80 masterpiece cup that I bought, and that's what I was sent, was a little Lego man.
Wow.
Boy,
Wow.
I've never had any kind of scam like that run on, but then I've kind of stayed off eBay.
No, that was on Amazon.
Oh,
Yeah,
I guess I'm just lucky.
yeah, it was the masterpiece Coot, Koot. Forget who makes him, and yeah, it was like $79.
Hmm.
And then this Lego man arrives in an envelope, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I checked the numbers on it, and I was like, "This is supposed to be my Coot." Now I did get refunded for that, and that person was banned from Amazon.
Okay.
And
At
I got
least
a
you got
free
your money
Lego man.
back.
I got a free Lego man too.
Seems
It's just random Lego man with a gray hat.
seems like everybody won in some sense, almost.
But my lady just sent me a text, and yeah, I was not aware of the time. It is 9:23 here. I get up at 3 a.m. So, gentlemen, I'm going to sign off,
All right,
and
sir.
I will see you all next weekend.
All right, Bill. Have a good night, buddy.
You do the same.
Thank you.
All right, have a good night.
I was gonna say I'm fading fast over here too.
There, Calvin took a nap when I first got on here. He was already snoring.
Wow.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.
That's why Calvin can go forever, man. He just like lays around there, he's just power napping at the same time while we're talking.
Future
See,
episode where we all quit the stream and we just leave it running and while Calvin's sleeping.
I know.
Yep.
Right?
And then all of a sudden I turn my camera and look at all my good, glorious Transformers in the closet.
You know what? I'm actually on AliExpress, and I'm looking at some Transformer toys. There's a knockoff Optimus Prime here, which is like an MP, and it's actually MMP10 for $61.92 Canadian. What's it called? It's Yangwin G1XP10 MPP10 Transformer YX Toys Engine Star Heart OP Command.
I think they're just keyword stuffing for SEO.
Right?
Damn, Wayne P. I know what you're talking about.
Deformation Optimus mode.
Yep, deformation.
Oh, the keyword stuffing kills me with some items.
Right. But it's not bad, eh? I'm like, you know what? Friggin', I should buy this and just put some Autobot stickers on and I can knock it off as an MP. It even comes with, what's called, the Matrix, too.
Yeah, I mean, if the price is right.
Mm-hmm.
$292, buddy.
Yeah.
Plus $18.89 shipping.
Dang. That's a lot for shipping. It sounds like that's express or something.
So it gets your bootleg to you nice and fast.
Yep.
We got this Wheeljack one here too. It's supposed to be Takara Tommy Transformation Masterpiece. Bastard, check this out. This should be a show in itself. Takara Tommy, right? Transformation Masterpiece KO MP20 Wheeljack G1 Series Veer versus Action Figure Collection Robot Gift Sale.
That's the title?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But the key thing is, but it's funny, right? Because it has like the Tommy, like Takara Tommy on it and everything. But the key part there, masterpiece KO,
Wow.
and it looks friggin' beautiful. And guess how much it goes for? $49.25.
I'd take a risk on that.
Shipping $3.43. And it's in a beautiful, Alitalia, what's it called? Promotional stickers and colors, and everything on there.
10:26. So I think.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
wrap it up myself if you can't tell.
Yep. I was gonna say, what do you have coming out for tomorrow?
Big guy's got to wait. I got to talk. I need more time to talk about him. So instead, I'm talking about little guy here. Notice how I immediately sprung to life. Generation 2 Universe Megatron. I got him to fight the Optimus that I already reviewed.
Nice.
In all his neon 90s glory. Gonna have a look at him. You can find it on childreofprimus.com/news and reviews. And next week I'll talk about this man.
Right.
Then it'll be time for a little bit of a holiday break, but I might be able to squeak in my top 15 of the year list that I do every year. Yeah, so
Top
look forward to that
15.
too. Yeah, because there's too many good ones for me to just do 10, so I added 5.
Why not 13 or 14? Why do you do by 5?
Nice round number. Sounds authoritative.
It does.
What about you, Calvin? Got anything to promote?
No promotion. All I can tell everybody: keep collecting Transformers and get away from all these evil Facebook groups.
Only
And
the evil ones. A lot of good ones.
yeah, only the good ones, but stay away from the evil ones that's contradicting themselves. And watch for the traps of these companies that are trying to sell you something. So, to my knowledge, I'm still looking for the Megatron, which is a mission right now. It's like a holy Bible in my head.
Which Megatron?
So,
Which Megatron?
the Red Dragon Megatron. I got the original one, but I need that one.
Would Anthony have? Oh, okay.
I need
Dun,
that one.
dun, dun, dun.
I have him talking to himself.
And don't forget about
That's funny.
FedEx Day.
And then FedEx tomorrow's gonna have a huge. Yeah, somebody get fired tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah, so
because
you
that
can let
victory.
us know the update of that next week.
No, I know next week. Yeah, I'm gonna post everything. I'm gonna do a live on my YouTube channel and show everybody what's going on, what they're doing. Yep.
I'm gonna watch that. Okay.
I think I
got to promote. Go to AliExpress to get your knockoff. That's it. That's all I got to promote right now. AliExpress. Tom. Look, another one here. This is your conscious speaking. Takari Tommy here. Takara Tommy KO Transformer Masterpiece KO MP12 GT side swipe L Lamber what's Lamber figure mode children gift toy. $47.16 and shipping is $3.43. Why not 45? But 43.
It's psychological.
There you go. So if you want your Lamo KO side swipe, AliExpress.
And on that note, everyone, we'll be back next week, and I think next week will be our last show. Either next week or the week after. I think we have one or two more, and then it's holiday season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the 18th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Yeah, peace.
Right.
What a crash.
All right. Peace out.